made perfect spaces should I want to get replacement teeth, or if I wanted to get Steve Harvey chunky white veneers.
Get it, go boogie mode.
That's how it all started. That's what I wanted.
Boogie's gonna have to sell those teeth. Don't do that.
Boogie's gonna have to sell those fucking fence posts.
Yeah, I'm buying.
He said
I'm
he fucked
incisors.
He spent $200,000 on prostitutes.
250, right?
Yeah, but I think we realized that was like he didn't fuck $250,000 worth of prostitutes. He was like fucking a prostitute, and then he'd be like, here's a Chanel bag and let's go to a vacation. And so it was like, really, you just paid 14 grand for one whore. And so like, it's not like you're out there Jim Norton style who's fucked hundreds of prostitutes.
Yeah, it's like prostitutes are affordable, like pretty, and like not awkward to deal with. I don't see what the problem is. You could. It's way cheaper to have a hooker addiction than it is to have like a cocaine addiction.
Maybe maybe he
but
was
also
on a
it's
Sugar Baby
Boogie
website.
Like
maybe he was
Boogie
fighting
too.
sugar babies.
Yeah, sugar babies. That's what he was doing.
It sounds like sugar babies if he's taking them on vacation. Taylor, do you think you pay more if you're less attractive? That's what I thought.
I think that what Kyle was saying with like, oh, well, they're professional prostitutes, like they'll be pleasant and whatnot. But I can't imagine that the human aspect of being a prostitute, like if I'm a hooker and Kyle offers to pay me $200 to sleep with him, I get an offer from Boogie for $300 at the same time, I'm probably going to take a hit to my bottom line and be like, I don't want to sleep with that big, disgusting ogre with like, and I have to like get an upper body workout with, military press to lift his fat rolls.
Because I'm going to take you to dinner. So you got added value there.
Kyle's going to wine and dine me, man. And so, I'm going to get at least $100 worth of.
I like the way he throws the towel to me afterwards. It's sweet.
Yeah,
he throws the towel.
I have the towel ready too, and always dark towels.
He uses the towel to dry off after his next shower. He's like, it's not even gross. I just came everywhere.
It just makes the towel a little. It makes the towel
strays here.
Yeah, like if you're a prostitute, 100%. Unless you're really hard up for money, which prostitutes tend to be. That's why they're in the sex industry. But yeah, that's a way worse evening to have to go.
Imagine you're a prostitute. Imagine or a sugar baby or whatever.
Okay.
Here's what I don't understand. Would you rather Boogie pays you $1,000 for a couple hours of sex and maybe a bubble bath, or he pays you $2 or $3 grand, but then you have to go on like a 10-day vacation to somewhere nice, but you're with him the whole time? And do I have to fuck him or take a bath with him? You're going to be fucking him the whole vacation.
I'm taking the optimal money scenario here. Whichever is giving me the most money, and if I have a lot of time there with him, I'm definitely going to do. I probably have a ton of evasive maneuvers. Mm-hmm. Next level manipulative, gaslighting, evasive maneuvers. Which
I take plan B.
Just things that I could do to dip on him. I would make myself puke at one point. He seems like a very nice guy. I would lean into that. I would definitely puke in front of him, maybe at the beginning, so I could always be like, I'd make him take me to a pharmacy.
When he's not getting fucked though.
No, I think he's still fucking. But if you think we're fucking all night, like 15 comes before 8 a.m. Yeah, right. No, I bet but I'm just saying, like it's once a day. Fine, like easy work. I'm taking the big money and the trip, and I'm making all my stupid ass. I'm taking all my stupid ass friends look bad. Yeah, taking pictures there by myself.
I think I want the trip.
I don't.
But wait, is this more money? Is the trip more money also?
But the idea of going on the trip with him, it would be awful. But traveling with him on the air.
That's straight white Kyle. You have to think if you were Kyla.
It's worse.
You have to think you're not you.
Yeah.
If they saw me, they'd be like, oh, look, they're bros or whatever. Or like maybe he's his male nurse. But if they see this little like Japanese 19-year-old girl in a bikini or whatever, like,
is that what your female version is? A little Japanese girl?
Yeah, it is.
I guess that's what you want. That's what you have to be if you want to get Boogie's attention.
Kyoko, yeah.
All right. I think I would put value in the trip. I'm assuming if I'm a sugar baby that I'm not like swimming in extra cash. That this is an experience I can't easily provide for myself. is where my mindset is. And it's like, shit, you want to go to Cancun and fuck there?
No.
It's the job. Extra. This is the job. I got pissed on in Dubai. This is going to be fine.
Yeah.
This is going to be fine. Me and my friends, we got stranded in Dubai. We got pissed on. We got shat on. Buckets of jizz dumped on top of our heads. Then we got stranded at the airport because they took our passports. We were stuck. We literally thought we were going to die.
Well,
we made 10K. Fine. But I'd much rather make 3K and fuck this dude and talk about Xbox and Magic the Gathering and get a 10.
Actually, yeah, he'd play Magic with me after we had really weird.
Why are you into that though? That part of it's worse to me.
No, but that's if you're Taylor. You have to think like you're Taylor.
And then leave.
He's too fat in order to do any sort of think about it. He takes me on a vacation to Cancun. He's too fat to do more than 30 minutes of activity
That's your
a day.
Mistake.
And so I've got 10 hours of
No, this is a professional fighter. He's going to split that ass in half, baby.
Yes.
You give him the chance.
He's going to lay back like Jabba the Hutt and you're getting on top. You're going to be working.
How about this, Kyle? A little thought experiment. You're in a bath with Boogie2988 and you drop your toothpick.
Yeah.
Do you pick that back up and put it in your mouth?
I would just grab one of those.
You're already in the bath with him.
The things he's putting in his mouth that weekend, that toothpick is not the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm already in the bath with the man, then who cares? Grab that thing out of there and go to work. But
right.
It's probably his pubic hair in my teeth that I'm getting out, right?
No, I would take Boogie. So. No offense to you guys, I would take the toothpick falling in Boogie's bathtub over any of yours. Because I know if that happens, I pull it out and I look at him, I'd be like, don't tell anyone about this. And I believe him when he'd be like, I won't tell anyone. Whereas you guys, I come on the show and would he be like, so taste anything that tastes like my bathwater toothpick?
You're right. I would tell. I'd be like, no, bro.
You're like a community post.
Go post that
I'm
shit.
tweeting it. It didn't even happen.
Fucking mega thread.
But Boogie would keep that secret. He'd be like, I'm not going to tell anyone about that.
I don't know.
No, he'd make a documentary about it.
Yeah. It's not that he's a secret keeper. He's making.
See, I feel like it seems like there's a lot of gotcha YouTuber maneuvers going on here, and it's like an understanding of being in on a joke beyond understanding. Like I think there's a lot of I don't believe that's I always look at myself as not a gotcha YouTuber. When I've gone and filmed with people, stuff like that, I always tell them, I say, yo, just so you know, I'm not gonna film something here, or you're gonna say something, or else, and then that's gonna be something that I'll put out there for a video's sake or something like that. I never liked YouTubers that move like that, and I don't believe he is. I think a lot of this stuff that's happening and going out there, I think a lot of it is this is a YouTuber game being played, and this guy's just a gamer, and he's kind of using the card that he's dealt here, and he's kind of, what's that?
He made the doc though, right? Like it's in with his cooperation.
Yeah,
and everything.
Yeah.
It's not like one of those down the rabbit holes where he would prefer if it didn't get made.
Yeah,
he's in control. He paid to have it produced, I would imagine.
Super.
I don't know. I guess it's more like Charlie than anything. Like, goddamn, he's fallen another level. That was a pouty grown man. He's a grown ass man. He's a grown ass man. How has he fallen so far? He was on the streets with a pistol shooting over people's heads a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Dude,
imagine the path. Imagine the path that his life
of manhood.
That was absolutely his peak of masculinity. Is when he fired into that school zone brazenly.
I like when he stared that guy down at the gas.
Imagine the difference, like the fork his life could have taken if he would have straight up killed Frank Hassel on his lawn. If Frank Hassel was like, do it, shoot, and he shoots Frank Hassel in the head. What is he? he's probably in jail. But I bet he could have made a case. He's like, I was being harassed and I was defending. Yeah, he's like spinning it on his index finger, slipping it back into his giant sweatpants. Let that be a
lesson. And he stands over the camera. Let that be a lesson to all of you.
Yeah. Frank Hassel,
you up out here 6 feet high.
Dude, you can hear Frank Hassel gurgling on his fucking GoPro, and then it all ends when he walks over, when he barrels over, waddles, and then just boom. Down. Like, what do you think that his channel would be more popular now if he would have killed Frank Hassel in his front yard?
What if he'd become like and he got off for it, and he became like an Avenger for online assholes. Like he's the guy who shows up.
Not an Avenger. He becomes Batman, right? With the mask and the cape and the that's it.
Yeah. All his outfit is a CPAP machine and, and a bunch of like insulin shots, a bandolier of insulin needles. Yeah, that's what he because that guy's
got a no warning shots patch.
Yeah, he's definitely got the beatus.
That's alpha Boogie, but we're never getting back to that. I was so freaked out that time he started bleeding on the show.
Oh, his teeth.
What he told him.
What happened?
That was after his like dental work, so at least it made sense. He's like, I just got a bunch of. They took a band of Mexicans, put a bunch of fence posts in my mouth earlier today, and then he was just like bleeding down the cracks of his teeth a lot.
I stand alone on this teeth thing. I thought they looked pretty good. Now I'll admit they don't look natural, they're not Hollywood
human,
right? Like that. I don't mean to say that they're great, but he had 17 or 18 teeth before he had them done. And to me, the upgrade was dramatic. He was just a much better looking person. And you guys keep seeing what he didn't do, which I guess is fair. But I'm looking at what he did do, and the improvement was significant.
The guy painted his house, and he, it looks like shit. Yeah, it's better than raw wood. It's not rotting anymore, and the wildlife has left. But still, it's a bad coat of paint. I'm going to judge it every time I drive by. He's bleeding from the mouth.
Yeah, it's a look. It's such a look that's.
Last time I saw him was.
The whole veneer look is a look that's in itself something that's easily recognizable now because it's so common. I remember I watched the Boba Fett show, and my first thing that bothered me about it is Boba Fett, the actor, just has these veneers that are very clearly veneers.
And he's fat and old.
And it's that super white teeth, and it just it bothered me. It's a look. It's a look. It's a very specific look.
I see it in. I want to say both of the presidential candidates have veneers. Does that sound right to you?
Oh, tons of politicians. Like so many like ex-professional athletes after they've retired. Pretty much all of them have veneers. Maybe I'm biased because I'm an NHL
You
fan.
come from the hockey world. Yeah, everyone who plays sports, they start buying their permanent teeth afterwards.
Yeah. Athletes, they get down to like 6 teeth in their career, and then they buy new ones. How all athletes
There's tennis players who don't understand what you're saying at all.
Yeah, you'd have to be horrible at tennis to lose a tooth. Like you don't make it to the pros losing teeth.
I know a guy
an asshole
who lost a tooth.
Really? Just like that could be a bad doubles partner.
Tooth with the racket.
Oh, that guy does suck. Like that's an embarrassing way to lose tooth. You got to lie. I got into hockey briefly.